The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.
Hi everyone, it's Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer. It is Friday the 4th of March 2022 and I'm here with you for the Bundoran Weekly podcast episode 175, the podcast that talks about everything Bundoran. A little bit later on I'm going to be talking about the St Patrick's Day Parade. It is coming up, of course, back in real life on the 17th of March. John O'Connell is Parade Director and we'll be talking to him about all of the different things that we've got lined up for our St Patrick's Day celebrations, and we'll also be chatting to Teresa O'Neill in Bundoran Community Centre, who as always is in our community corner. Lots happening across this weekend, not least the Bundoran 10, which we're delighted to see coming back, and we're expecting lots and lots of people in town this weekend to run that 10-mile event, starting off tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for the walkers and 11 o'clock for the runners outside of the Allingham, and making their way out into County Leitrim, into Tullahan, and then back along the bypass and around Rogie and down to Main Beach. So we wish everybody the best of luck with that. If you're a participant, you should have received all of your details by now by email and also by text, but all of the information that you need as well is on the Bundoran 10 website, which is discoverbundoran.com/Bundoran10, and you can also get the information on the social media channels, which is Instagram and Facebook. Just search for Bundoran 10, and as I say, a reminder again, best of luck to everybody taking part in that. While those people are here, or while anybody is here, there is plenty of music to keep you entertained as well, not least with the 27th annual March Country Music Festival happening at the Allingham Arms. Tonight it's kicking off with Ali Harron, Marion Curry and White Lightning. Tomorrow John McNichol and Eamon Jackson. Sunday then there's an afternoon show with Mick Flavin and Gavin Gribben, and in the bars later on then Mark Langan and Sinead McLaughlin. So plenty of musical entertainment to keep you going at the Allingham this weekend. Bird's Nest tonight, it is music with Scott Southworth and Off the Cuff. That is, I think they're coming in from America for that one. 9:30 then tomorrow night, it's music with Vincey Walmsley. Sunday afternoon from 2 to 3 o'clock, it's their usual jiving lessons, and that's followed by Colin Burke from 5:30 until 7 o'clock. Live music in the Chase and Bull this weekend, across the weekend, and also in the Phoenix Tavern as well. Don't forget the Phoenix have their Trad Tuesdays at 9 o'clock on Tuesday night. The Bank Bar have the new Trad session every Sunday night, including this Sunday of course, from 7 o'clock, and a brand new Rogie Jazz Club starting Monday evening at the Bank Bar as well. So Mark and all the team, they're going to bring that once a month, I think the first Monday of every month. So best of luck to everybody involved in that. Music in the Railway as well this weekend, and Tommy Tiernan, the great comedian Tommy Tiernan, he will be on stage and on TV at the same time, no doubt, but he will be on stage live at the Great Northern tomorrow night. Final few tickets available on Ticketmaster. There is limited availability on those. So Ticketmaster, search for Tommy Tiernan, and he is in the Great Northern tomorrow night. If you fancy a musical, then Oklahoma is playing at the Abbey Centre in Ballyshannon, the local Ballyshannon Musical Society performing Oklahoma. That is nightly until tomorrow night. And then All My Sons, the drama, which has been postponed from the last couple of weeks. There's two performances of that this Sunday afternoon, one at 4 o'clock and then one at 8:30 on Sunday night. That's this Sunday, 6th of March, All My Sons. You can find all of the details at discoverbundoran.com/events. At the cinema, new out this week is The Batman, and that's the only new film out this weekend because there's no point in any other new film coming out because it's just going to get annihilated by Batman. So The Batman is the brand new movie out this weekend, and no doubt it'll be a busy one for the team at the Eclipse Cinemas. Missed It Monday is Scream this Monday evening, and then there's an autism friendly screening of Encanto tomorrow morning as well. You can find the full schedule on our website or also at eclipsecinemas.com. Also, I want to give you a heads up to Derek Ryan. Tickets that go on sale for Derek Ryan they are on sale indeed at derekryanmusic.com/tickets, and that is happening on the 19th of March. So it's across the St Patrick's weekend, and that is again happening at the Great Northern Hotel. And C Sessions, of course, remind you about that, 17th to the 19th of June, and then the unsigned sessions as part of C Sessions at the Chase and Bull, Friday 25th of March and Friday the 1st of April, with the grand final on the 8th of April. So if you're an unsigned band, you fancy yourself playing on the main stage at C Sessions this year, then get your details off a demo and some information to unsignedsessions2022 at gmail.com. That's unsignedsessions2022 at gmail.com. You're listening to the Bundoran Weekly with thanks to AIB.ie, and still to come we're going to be talking St Patrick's Day and all of the parade and festivities and everything that goes along with that with John O'Connell, and we'll be catching up with Teresa O'Neill in our community corner. It's all on the way next.
The Bundoran Weekly.
January and February have come and gone, and the excitement is now mounting for the month of March. Of course, as we mentioned earlier on, we've got the Bundoran 10 this weekend. But of course, coming up in a couple of weeks' time, the 17th of March, and from the 16th right through to the 19th, it's the St Patrick's weekend festivities, and so much happening in Bundoran for that. I wanted to talk about the parade, so I sat down with parade director John O'Connell earlier on this week to discuss what was going to be happening for the Bundoran parade on the 17th of March.
Good morning, Shane. It's very exciting to be thinking about a real-life parade again for the first time since 2019. We had a very successful virtual parade last year, which you, of course, were instrumental in helping to organise and stream out on Facebook. And we had a huge number of people watching it. So we're hoping that'll translate into lots of people coming back out onto the streets and having a really fun, enjoyable day on the 17th of March again this year for in person. So we've had a lot of interest as usual. Some new groups have formed, others are not in existence anymore because of COVID. So we have to look at some new ideas as well. Some of our traditional elements will be there in force, the marching bands, some of the youth groups, GAA, representatives of the military. And we're delighted to welcome again this year representatives from our Duselage twin towns within the European Union, including representatives for the first time this year from Romania and Bulgaria, but also from Britain, Spain, Germany and the Netherlands. So they'll be particularly welcome. They're coming to join in our celebrations and to bring back the message of, Ireland and about St Patrick and about how we like to enjoy ourselves, and be particularly poignant this year post-pandemic.
And of course, on that very point, the theme that we have chosen for this year is welcome back. So I think it's very appropriate.
It is. Fáilte Rás, welcome back. Welcome back to normal life again, hopefully, at this point. The last week was the last of the restrictions with the mask wearing being taken away. So we look forward to a wonderful weekend. We have the extra bank holiday this year, of course, on the Friday. And that is really, the start of tourism and people coming to visit Bundoran and Donegal again, as they ought to be able to enjoy it.
So there's quite the buzz around town about St Patrick's Day from all of the trade, all the businesses, and a lot of the people that we've been talking to as well. And obviously we're inviting community groups and businesses and local groups to take part. How can they do that?
Well, first of all, we do have a registration form, but and it's available at discoverbundoran.com. And it'll help us to plan the parade better if people do register in advance and give us an idea when it comes to looking at things like stewarding and insurance. But that's not to say you can't just turn up on the day,
for sure.
And you're still welcome to do that if it is a last minute preparation for whatever you're going to enter with. And I particularly would urge community groups who have been a little bit out of the limelight over the past 2 years with lack of participation because people couldn't come and do stuff with them, to come back out and remind people that they're there. It's a good opportunity, a good platform to showcase the fact that they're in existence and that they are working within the community, and that I'm sure they're actively recruiting for new members and new people to join with them to do the sort of stuff that they do.
So discoverbundoran.com/parade has the registration form there if you're part of a community group or an organisation or a band or whatever, and you'd like to take part on the 17th of March. We should of course say it's at 3:30, the usual times, from the East End right through to the West End. I suppose if you can't make it, you can watch it live on Facebook.
Live on Facebook is right. And this year, another fun and interesting new part that we have in the parade is our St Patrick's Day.
How did nobody ever think of that before?
Yes, well, maybe they did, but we didn't do it before, so whatever's new for us is new.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was thinking about all of the people, particularly those who got new pets over the pandemic, because I'm aware from news reports that a lot of people got new doggies and cats and hamsters and fish and every sort of thing. Now, obviously, some pets are more difficult to parade than others, but we very much like to invite people who have their pet that's suitable for parading, and maybe dress them up or put a green bow on them or whatever. And we'll have a special section for all the people with their pets who can bring them out for the first time. They haven't had many opportunities to go places and do things with their pets, you know, with other people. So this is a great opportunity and a fun thing to do for them, and we hope that they'll enjoy it.
Fantastic. So that's St Patrick's Day, of course. So it's one of the things that we're doing for St Patrick's Day. And of course, around the town as well, there'll be a lot of entertainment as well. So it's not just restricted to the parade on St Patrick's Day itself. There's like right throughout the weekend, there's lots of entertainment.
Over the whole weekend. And now that live entertainment is allowed and back, and people can sing in pubs again if they want, and sing along with the parade in public, it's a great opportunity to come out and meet old friends and to enjoy yourselves, let your hair down, and, you know, have a good old celebration. And I think that right through from sort of Wednesday evening through the whole weekend, there's lots of live entertainment. Most of the places will be open again, and looking forward to seeing customers and looking after them well.
And John, speaking of Dúisealage, one of the things that we do each year in conjunction with our friends at Tourism Ireland is we encourage our Dúisealage partner towns across Europe to turn green. And many of them are doing that this year and have done over the years.
I understand there's more than 16 of our partner towns across Europe that will be turning public buildings green, lighting them up in recognition of their friendship with Ireland and the celebration of St Patrick's Day. And it's a great opportunity for Bundoran and for Donegal to put themselves right and centre in people's thoughts, you know, by doing this in those particular locations across Europe for this weekend. So we're grateful for them to do that, and we're delighted that they'll participate, and hopefully we can reciprocate in some way when they have particular events and celebrations throughout the year.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we would encourage businesses to do that are in the position to do that, is to light their businesses up green. And for the first time this year, we'll be able to light our bridge up in green.
That's great. And we had a little test run at Christmas.
We did.
With other colours, so it'll be green for St Patrick's Day. And the green theme continues, you know, because one of the things that we are focusing very strongly on in Bundoran this year is sustainability in our community and sustainability in our business practices. And going green, and it's not just for St Patrick's Day, it's for our sustainable future in Bundoran. And we'd welcome people if they want to have a sustainable theme in their St Patrick's Day entry, you know, to raise awareness, whether they're working on it themselves, whether it's something that's part of their business or their group, but to highlight that and to get that message out there about our commitment and our wish to improve and to be sustainable going into the future. So going green, 2 ways for Bundoran this year.
Thank you, John. And so 2 websites to pay attention to if you wanted to be part of our St Patrick's Day celebrations here in Bundoran. So if you want to take part in the parade, it's discoverbundoran.com/parade. A very short registration form there. And again, it's not just to get details, but it's just for ourselves, just for in terms of planning the parade and making sure that it's the best parade that it possibly can be. And then all of the details of everything happening for the weekend is at discoverbundoran.com/St Patrick's Day. And we look forward to seeing everybody on the day and across the weekend. John, thanks.
Okay, Shane, thanks very much.
The Bundoran Weekly.
John, thank you. We will put the details of the websites that you can look at in the show notes for the podcast. We are now going to move over to the Bundoran Community Centre. Let's catch up with Teresa. Hi, Teresa.
Thanks, Shane. So coming up, we have the Seafront Strollers that are on every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and Thursday 7 p.m. They meet at the front of the community centre and they have tea and coffee afterwards and a chat. It's €2 per person. We have the parent and toddler group that's here every Friday in the Rogie Suite at 11 a.m. It's €2 donation and everyone's welcome to come. Email bundoranpnt@gmail.com for a spot. The Wild Atlantic Women's Group are a women's group that is local to the community centre. They meet every Monday at 11 a.m. to discuss and plan all their next courses, trips and activities. It's €2 per person and you can either just turn up or you can email the Wild Atlantic Women's Group at gmail.com. We have the Bundoran Bay Swim, which is on Saturday the 23rd July at 2 p.m. We have a lot of places still left, so if you want to learn any more about that, just go to www.bundoranbayswim.com. And as always, check out our Facebook page, the Bundoran Community Centre, and our website, www.bundorancommunitycentre.com. And our telephone number is 07198296675 if anyone has any questions or any printing they want done. Thanks, Shane.
Teresa, thank you. We'll talk to you again next week. That is going to do it for our podcast for this week. Thanks to you for joining us. And also you can check out all of these episodes, all episodes on demand, or you can stream them at bundoranweekly.com. You can contact podcast at bundoranweekly.com and indeed find us on Facebook and Twitter. Do have a great weekend. If you're taking part in the Bundoran 10, best of luck with that. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next Friday. Have a good one.
The Bundoran Weekly is a production of Discover Bundoran.
The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.